morning. I've been waiting a while for these to come out. Now these are let me get it the right way around. Can you see it? They are the MiniVerse ones, and it is Make It Mini Lifestyle. Now I had a couple of these before for the previous season because they were like the cactus and things like that, which were wonderful. Didn't have much fun with the resin, I'm afraid, but we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I have got the little birds. There's a little bird, it's like a bird feeder, for want of a better word. I think there's like a little bird house, those sort of things. I mean, there's plants as well, there's resin, so we'll see how that goes. I was trying to work out, I don't know whether any of you know on the MiniVerse, they have these pictures here. Obviously this shows you what you might get, but then there's like a background picture. Now on the ones that are sort of short-lived, as in the ones that there might only be 4 of, like there was Christmas, there was Easter, there was Valentine's, things like that. These sort of background images give you a clue what was in. So I'm like, ooh, is that the case? I can't really tell. I don't think so on these. Because they look identical. It's either that or else I've got 2 identical things. So we're going to go top down, get into these. I'm quite excited about these because I'm hoping for the bird ones because they'll be perfect to sort of hang on the little veranda I have for my Cindy doll. So let's go top down and have a look what's in the boxes. Ta-da! My MiniVerse Make It Mini Lifestyle. So you can see what the details on there. I got these from Amazon. Now I know they are due out in the shops, but I still hadn't seen them. So I'd been waiting for sort of payday before I ordered them. I'd seen them, they were already on Amazon, and I got them ordered. They're $9.99 on Amazon. I think if we're lucky, you keep an eye on places like B&M and things like that, there's a chance we might get these cheaper, but at the moment that seems to be the price. Well, look, just a little look on the box. So it says here, it says Home Series 1. Well, I would have classed the others as the same. I get very confused with how they series these things. So a little bit of information on the side. It says 12 to create, and it sort of gives me a rough idea of some of the things. It's one set in here, and this is what I was talking about. Because that's 3 things there, and that's 3 things there. Those are things we possibly could get, but this one, it's exactly the same. And the surrounds are, because like there's the roses, I have absolutely no idea, bottom of a plant by the look of it, there's a bird table. So I don't think that gives you any indication. I mean, sometimes that one rattles a bit. That one makes a slightly different noise. Can you hear that's rattling? This one sounds like it's shuffling rather than rapping. So that means hopefully I've got 2 different ones. Problem is, obviously, when you order off Amazon, etc., you don't get a choice. They just send you whatever is in the box. Whereas if you know those little tricks, you can go in Smith's or whatever, and you'll find you can give them a little shake, like I say. So this is the rattly one. Should we go with the rattly one first? Let's see how easy these are to undo. I've been using scissors recently, but you do need to be careful. I don't want anybody cutting themselves. Oh, no, this one's decided it's going to take a while to get into. I think what I'll do is I'll open one with you to show you sort of whether they're easy or hard to get into, and then I'll open the other one off camera. Right. Well, they're saying that they're not actually taking that much, are they? Oh, no. They decided we're going round in circles. Now, these aren't quite balls, are they, these? They've got like a strange shape, which might indicate that they are useful for something. It's not going, is it? It's not playing. I need me sharper scissors, really, because the sharper ones I can just sort of slide underneath. I mean, they're sort of doing it, but it's not quite as easy as my other scissors. My others are embroidery ones. Shouldn't really be using my embroidery scissors on them, but there we go. Yeah, it looks like it's got one of those sort of display tables that the last one had. So we popped and we pop. So we've got the 2 sides there, and then I think I might have flowers, but vase there. We have a little bunch of flowers. They're quite nicely made, actually. We have some other bits and bobs, and we have lots of bits of paper. Now, I'm saying stand. Was it attached to anything? Because the others had like a Well, we'll find out when I get in the packages, won't we? They had a shelf and then a stand bit here as well, so you could sort of stand them up. They don't really stand up like that, not without anyway. They're great for displaying. Some I've used for the doll's houses, some I haven't though. So what we got here? MiniVerse Make It Mini Lifestyle. Ta-da! We have our instructions for each one. Now I clearly have this one, so it's just a vase of flowers, and that would have been nice, a hanging basket one. Like I said, I really did want the bird one, so I might end up getting a couple before. But the thing is, this was the one that rattled, wasn't it? So I presume it's the vase that's rattling. Here we go. So we can have a look what we get. Not bothered about that one. That is nice, the one I've got though. So those are the bird ones. Definitely want them. It's got a little hummingbird on that one. That is just so cute. And I quite like these. So it was like a hanging basket. I think they would be nice because again I can hang them in the Cindy house. I mean, they're all nice, but I think maybe hanging baskets. So there's an orchid there. That's rather nice. And birds was the one I was really going for. So we have a little bit of details, as I say, how to do. We have more instruction sheets in various languages. Read me first, it says. I'm a nightmare. I never read any instructions. I think I actually like the having to sort of think about it. Or I'm just lazy. I don't know. So we've got various bits of information. But not in that language. I can't read you that one. Oh, look. They look like the little blocks. They must be in one of the things then. Insert the legs into the slots. Okay, fair enough. We'll have a go at that. That's birdhouse, which I haven't got. Hanging basket, I haven't got. Flowers, looks like I have the resin there, but I'm actually possibly not going to use resin. I'm possibly going to use PVA glue because I'm finding if you use a PVA glue it dries clear anyway. So let's see what we've got in here then. These might be the legs. Yep, we have our little bits and pieces, nothing else in there, so I can get rid of that one. So these, they're a little bit different, I think. To be honest, you could do without this middle bit. I'd be happy just to get it in a package without the ball at all. So I think I'll put them in the right way around. Yep. And it makes sort of a cute piece of furniture. But when you've bought like about a dozen of them, it's a bit pointless. We have some little tweezers there, which can be useful for the resin. And here is the resin. Let's check there's nothing else in there because I'm bad for that, throwing things away. And this is my little bottle of resin. It's saying it's called water. Let's have a look at the vase. The little box is nice if you're creating a little doll shop or something like that. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I'm not quite sure what that's about. I think that's just meant to be packing in there. They do try and make it as if you were buying them properly. That's quite sweet, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like that one. Flowers. We don't need the wrapping. Again, little details, sunny blooms, it says. So, you know, they do detail it, as I say, like you would a real person's item. These are sweet. If I said sweet a few times, I think I have. They're roses, but they're really big-headed roses. They're quite nicely made. Can you see how the flowers are constructed? They are plastic. I think this is plastic. I thought it might have been polymer clay at first, but I think it is plastic. So you've got 2 roses and a rosebud that are going to sit in our vase. Now they look a little bit tall to me, so I think I might trim them down, and I'm going to fill this with PVA. I'm not even going to open this. The only thing with the PVA is you were going to have to sort of hold it somehow in place, and it's going to take us a good 24 hours to actually stick. When you first put, mind you saying that, I do have some clear PVA. I know when you first put it in, you're thinking, oh, it's wide, it's not going to work. But they definitely need cutting down. They're way too long. It might have said that in the instructions, but oh yeah, look at that. It's amazing when you read instructions what you find out. So I like that. We'll pop all those in there. So it's a nice simple one, but I think it will look quite nice. The bottle, I might just keep as a bottle and say it's a bottle of water for the dolls. Something like that. If I don't open it, it'll be okay. So that was quite easy to get into actually, wasn't it? Let's see if I can do the same again. Yep. Now hang on, this one. Can you hear? It's like a shuffly noise. So that was a rattly cardboard box noise. This is sounds more like packets rather than boxes. So we'll see. I'm sure it's not going to help at all. Can't get into it now. When you do try and buy it from a store, but you never know. At least you'll find out if you're not getting two of the same things, if nothing else. Come on, you can do it. Right, that's one bit. There's so much mess on my table now. I've got to sort out what's recyclable and what hasn't, and take it all downstairs. The bins were collected today, so and it was the plastics one actually, so that's nice and clear. So are we ready for this? Looks like, I keep looking at this and it reminds me of like an ice cream biscuit thing. I don't know what, it reminds me of something. So I'm not going to mess about with that. We know what to do with it, so I'll keep that there just to put the item in. I'm trying not to sort of look. I don't think it's a bird one though. Don't need that one, that one. MiniVerse, that's the one I want. No, it's a plant. I can see that because, again though, look at the detail of that. It's a little tiny stick to hold your plant upright, although it has got a little bit bent in the box there. So no birdhouse. I'm a little bit sad, but I'm not really. It's a good excuse to get another one, isn't it? Because they say the plants look great in Cindy House. So we have a nice little bowl that's very much like the fish bowl that came. And another reason for me not wanting to use the resin is because my fish bowl one went a funny colour. Oh, it's the orchid though. I did say I wanted the orchid. Look at this. It's just so nice. The attention to detail. Now, can I get her out? Yes, I can. Oh, so that's the orchid. So we're going to have to create a base and pop that in. That's nice. That is real nice actually. So what we got in here? We have little pebbles. This is similar to what the cactus one, and we have more little pebbles because it's an orchid, so it needs it. And in here we've got some sort of resin or not. Oh, I'm confuddled. Should I not have some sort of resin? Right. Let's get organised here and have a look at what I'm supposed to do. In fact, I can just use this one, can't I? Where's my orchid? It's there. Now, it doesn't, just says orchid. Doesn't really tell me a lot, does it? It says basically you're putting those pebbles in, you're putting your orchid in, and I presume we put pebbles on top, and the stick is in there to hold it upright. Shame that this stick is not quite as straight as it should be. But even that, in this little flower detail on this, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's a little tiny flower there for like what would have been the clip. In fact, the clip comes off. How cool! It comes off and on, so that's good. So that's got to go in there. That's got to go in there. And again, these bits are so much fun, really. They're not suitable for small children, I know, but they're a little bit of fun, and it's just that attention to detail. Now, let me just read this. It says Jumbo Rocky Mix. Jumbo Rocky Mix. I'm very surprised. Let's have a look at this one, that there isn't any resin. Should there be resin? I don't know. It's not really showing me. It's showing me all the other plants. I'm squeezing all the packaging here. I would have imagined it'd be quite a big bottle like that if there was resin. So I'm presuming it's not there. Shall we have a little look at these rocks? Again, for my cactus though, I tried the resin, wasn't happy with it, and they were rocks, and I just PVA'd them. So I've got loads and loads of big rocks there, which will go inside. And then we need to push that into it. It might hold just with the rocks. Not 100% convinced. So I think what I might do is get them all in, or maybe PVA that bottom section in. I think I'm going to PVA that in, to be honest. Then I can pop the stick. Do I need the stick? I don't know. Do I? I suppose it gives it a bit more. I suppose it's meant to clip onto the flower. Do you think that way? It might clip on. Does it clip on? Let me see if it even clips onto the flower. It does. Look. That's cool. The detail, like I said, is absolutely astounding. So I think if you put that on first and then popped your orchid in. But these are a great size for your standard doll's house, whether they be Barbie, whether they be Cindy, any sort of doll like that. I think it's absolutely amazing. I'm just going to have to pause a second, bear with me. Well, I'll get it done eventually. I've got my water bottle with me as well now. I love this water bottle, it's so pretty. So I've got the water bottle there. I've got the glue there, and what I was about to say is we would have a go at doing this, but I think we need to cut a little bit off, because I think they are too long. It does tell you to cut them off. It cuts through with scissors, that's fine. Let's see how this sits now before I decide to glue it in. I think maybe take a little bit more off. Take a tiny bit more off, not much. I said the flower detail is absolutely lovely. Again though, at least with this glue, it is movable. It's just getting it to stay still while it actually glues. That's the other problem we've got. Yeah, they look really, really nice. I mean, I have a cinder here. So if we look at the comparison of the sizes, my beautiful new red here. I mean, look at that. They're lovely, aren't they? And if she was holding a vase, it works perfect. I mean, the orchid. So we've got the sizing for sort of most sort of 12-inch dolls, or, you know, maybe between 10 and 13-inch dolls, it'll work perfectly for. So I'll pop her to one side. And then some more little legs. Now I'm trying to make up my mind whether that is enough. I think that's low enough, isn't it? Not very good at flower arranging, I'm afraid. I'm going to take a bit more off. I still think it's a bit long. Tiny weeny bits. Right, so let's have a look at this glue. Now, I don't normally glue on the table like this, but I'm going to use this actually. Let's see if I've got some glue to come out first, because sometimes they won't come out and they've not been used for a while. It is coming out, but it's very slow. I think it's because it's glued up, you know, like I say, the tops and that get glued up a little bit. So I think we'll get some out now. Are you coming out? It might take a while. I don't think that's coming out very quickly, but you can see how clear the glue is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them together, and then I'll have to pop you some pictures on at the end to show you that it did work. Honest, let me just wipe that glue off my finger now. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with them. I think they're really nice. I think the detail, I mean, look at the detail on the orchid. I think the detailing is beautiful. I think they're great quality, a little bit overpriced. Perhaps they could leave a few bits out and make them cheaper. I said I'd love to just get a sort of like a paper bag or a box, a little cardboard box with some little paper wallets in without too much of the stuff. We don't really need these. When you've had a couple of these, you don't really need any more. I mean, this clearly is supposed to stand. Oh, said vase in there, like that. Which does look nice. I'll give them that. But it depends, I suppose, what you're wanting them for. I mean, I'm wanting them for the dolls, so I don't need all the faffy bit extras. But if it's somebody who is collecting them for display, just to look nice, you could make a display on the wall. Perhaps that's something I ought to think about. Maybe if I could pin some to the wall somehow. The little hole there, I mean, you'd have to go that way up if you drilled through that. But you could drill through that and sort of put them on the wall, and then you can display your items from there, which would look nice. Might be something I need to think about, because I've got a few of these and I feel like they're a bit of a waste as it stands. So thank you so much for watching. I will get these done, pop a picture on at the end. If you enjoy the videos, please like, subscribe and share. You know how it goes. Thank you so much for your support and for viewing, and let me know if you've got some. Let me know if you've got the bird one, and see if is it easy to do. Oh, I really do want the bird one, but we'll have to take it steady. I'm presuming, what was he saying? We said the vase made more of like a hollow, rattly sort of sound. Yeah, it's surprising, because this one made like a sort of shuffling sound, didn't it? So this makes a shuffling sound. It might be the rocks. Let me know if you know any difference. We always like to know how we can sneak in there and find the ones we want. So I'm going then. I'm going to try not to cough. I'm going to have another glass of water, get this made and take some photos. So I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.